I've become more powerful than any Jedi. Even you.
Much to learn you still have.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber.
I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Only a master of evil does.
Boom, Master of Evil 66 here, and welcome back to, one of my LEGO reviews. Today we're going to be doing the Jedi Duel set number 7103. It's a small build, not sure about how many pieces come with it, but it does come with 2 minifigs, and it's supposed to be looking like the episode 2 end of the movie scene where Yoda rolls up on Count Dooku before he's about to leave after killing Anakin and Obi-Wan, but Yoda comes in to save him. So let's, without further ado, take a closer look at both the minifigs. Here is the first figure in the set, and it is the original mold for Yoda. Now, this personally is my favorite Yoda out of all the ones that have been produced. He has the medallion, he has a utility belt, a nice rugged robe, a big and nice chrome lightsaber that's green, the correct green, not trans yellow, and the original mold for the head is just super accurate. I know that one that comes out in the new Duel on Geonosis set, I'll put a picture of that one up right now. It looks really good, but personally, I like the new Yoda not as much. I think this one just got down really, really great at the very beginning. And it also, I think, is the first character to come out with short legs besides that Boba Fett. That comes out in the Jango Fett Slave one. That also came out in 2002. That set was earlier, so maybe this is the second one to come out with short legs. But on the back here, he also has some more robe printing. Just a very nice figure here. No leg printing, but it's early in the time. I'm just glad that we got a nice mold for Yoda. It actually looks like him, and you can see on the top, no part here where the keychain would be. This is a legit figure. Let's move on to the second one. Here we have the second figure, and this one is awesome. It's Count Dooku. He has some nice face printing with some lines on there to give him that older look. The beard is gray, matches the hairpiece, which is nice, not a different color gray. He has a nice piece of chain running across the top of his chest to look like the robe is connected onto the chest piece. Very nice for back in the day. He has a curved chrome hilt for his lightsaber. Yeah, he's the only one who's come out with a curved hilt for the lightsaber that's in chrome. None of the other figures have done that. The only other person to have a curved lightsaber is Asajj Ventress. And you can make a comment down below if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Count Dooku and Asajj Ventress are the only ones to have the curved lightsaber hilt. He also has a nice utility belt, but no leg printing, which is okay. He has a nice brown cape, not too many of those given out. And on the back, no printing. That's expected because the cape, boom, covering it up. That's okay with me. Now, let's move on to what the builds are with the figures with them on there. So here we have the first build. It's going to be Count Dooku's speeder. It's a very nice build for how old it is. It's pretty accurate. I mean, it doesn't have the best landing gear, but that's all it is really underneath. It's just the tire wheel pieces that are normally used for cars in the front, and then just a 2x2 stud that's flat in the back. As you can see, these look like they're sticker pieces because they're misaligned, but these are actually 2 printed pieces, and it's misprinted on the back. So I didn't realize that's what happened with mine, but I'm pretty sure that's a misprint, and they're just not lined up. It's kind of funny. That happened a lot, I think, because of just how fast they were producing them and how early LEGO was into building for Star Wars and trying to get everything accurate with more details than what they usually had. But yeah, I got a misprint here. He has some nice fins here on the back. Oh, they don't really move, but I will put that back on really quick. It'll just snap on like so. And Count Dooku kind of sits in there nicely. His hand can turn sideways to go onto the handles. His cape is the only thing that sucks about it, is that his cape will get smushed up if it sits like that. So I mean, you can have him stand, or if you want, you can put the cape up, so that way it's kind of here, in a way like that. Boom. So it's kind of behind him and flying, but either way, see, this set's just kind of fragile for how old it is. Just, you know, in the back, it'll get crumpled either way, either at the top or at the bottom, just wherever you prefer. You could have them stand, but that's going to do it for this build. Let's move on to Yoda's build. So here we are with probably one of the hardest builds to play with, in my opinion, that LEGO has come out with. This is the thing to make it look like the scene that happens in the very beginning of Episode 2. But the only thing is, I mean, he sits on there, but he's not locked in, so you start moving, he falls out. It's kind of frustrating. It's very hard to get Yoda to stay in there, and if you move it too much, it breaks it, and then it's just all lopsided. It's not the most sturdy. I mean, this is the only thing that I feel like it was hard for them to reenact and get that scene very pristine with a Lego set. I mean, you can't do well. I don't know. I'm just being nitpicky here. It was very early in the days for them to try and figure out how to make this, and it's creative. I like the Technic ball in the back to allow him to spin, and if you do it slow, you can reenact it. But everyone's going to want to play with it really fast and move them around, and as you can see, I already broke the set, so you have to be really careful with this one if you want to use it for the playability. It's very creative if you use your mind and you just have them sit there, and like I have it on display, so it's very nice. But I mean, I can't even get him to sit back in this thing right now, and I don't know why. There we go. Finally got him back in. As you can see, it's kind of frustrating, and let's just take a final look at everything here, because I don't want to talk down on the set the whole time. It's not too bad. Let's just look at it all real quick. So here's a final look at the set up close. We have Dooku Speeder, Dooku, Yoda, and the contraption to allow Yoda to fly around. It's a very nice set. I think it only came out for like $20 or so when it first came out. I could be wrong. Could even be a $10 set. But it's gone up because, I mean, it's retired. So if you want to get it now, eBay's the best way to go. You could bricklink it, get it sealed. It'll probably be like $30 sealed. I'm not sure, maybe even $40. But I got it used on eBay. I like the Count Dooku, and I really wanted an original Yoda that's legit.
I used to be legit. In fact, I was too legit. I was too legit to quit.
So if you want those characters, I recommend buying it. The playability with the Yoda's contraption is not the best, but the speeder, you can do a lot with the speeder there. So that's all that I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to keep you here any longer. This is Master of Evil 66 signing off. Have a good day, Council.